Hi everyone, Mr. McCarthy here. I made this video for you today to discuss a very important topic, Schoology. So I wanted to show everyone the structure of all of our folders, where the work is, how you submit things, and stuff like that for students that are new to Schoology. I'm also here to talk to you to address some issues that some of you are still having problems with Schoology, specifically many of the Norristown students. Now, for you Norristown students, you realize that you already have Schoology on your computers and currently use it. Now, the problem that happened is that Norristown set up classes for all the Central Monco programs in their Schoology account. So when you go to log in with your Norristown email address, you'll see my class, but it's totally empty because that is the incorrect classroom to get into. So I'm going to show you a quick tutorial today and show you what email you're supposed to use and how to get into Schoology, access the content, and show you how it's all structured, okay? So without any further delay, here we go. So if you take a look here on my monitor, the very first important thing that you need to do, okay, is to go to this web address, okay? If you go to just www.schoology.com, it is wrong, okay? You have to go to ours. So ours is actually called cmths.schoology.com. Then you'll see when you hit enter, it's going to ask you to sign in. So you're not going to use your school email address. You're going to you're going to use the first half of your email address, but then you're going to end it with at cmths.xyz. So let me just zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. So I have a student here, and his email address is KP, and it's a Norristown student. I figured this would be a good example. KP290076. So that is actually, the Norristown address that he was given, and it would be at nasdstudents.org. That is not what we want to use. You have to use the email that we've actually created for you to access our account. So you would end it with at cmths.xyz. Okay? Now you're going to hit next. And then it's going to ask you for a password. So this is our password. That's capital HAWK for Hawk, capital PASS for pass, and then it's 2020. It's the year. So Hawk Pass 2020. So we're going to hit next. Now we are into our Classroom Schoology account. So you'll see this particular student that I've used, his login credentials. He's a senior, and he is in our PM Tech program. So you're either in the AM or the PM. So depending upon that, that's what you'll see. Now, like I said, as a senior, there's this great class called Senior Seminar, and it meets to discuss, graduation, building resumes, learning how to do basic things like creating a budget, balancing your bank accounts. But it's a great little program, but it's for seniors only. So if you're not a senior, you will not see this. So you'll actually take a look over here, and you'll see what is due, what's coming up, upcoming, your dashboard, your resources and things, search bar, announcements, things like that. And then your own individual button that you can click on to get into your profile details. So now that we've done that, we're going to just jump into the classroom environment. Okay. So in order to see what's kind of all going on here, this is what you're going to see when you hit the landing page. You're going to see this browser bar on the left for your materials, your updates, to see what your grades are, your attendance, things like that. But let's just click on, this is the materials here. Let's click on updates. Now, one thing I like to do is send out updates. I actually make them announcements too. So if you don't mind, I would highly recommend that you download the Schoology app for your phone, because then you'll get my notifications and announcements. It's a very simple way. You can even upload projects and things like that too. But you'll see, I like to send out, hello, here's the link from today's live session, my Zoom meeting. I send out the link. what's going on, and any other kind of important information that you need to know about, I put into the updates. So let's go back to materials so we can talk about how the files are structured. So if you look here, every time I put an update and make an announcement, it actually, the most previous one comes up here, okay? So let's take a look here. We have a disclaimer on what you're required to do as a virtual learner here at Central Monco. So you can look at that at your leisure. It's just our policy. So now this is really, really important. Now we have office hours and live sessions that we do. There's also been a little bit of confusion about this too, but we do Zoom, and Monday through Thursday, unless you hear otherwise, I like to do live sessions. Now, are you required to go to every single live session? No. But what I do is I do record them. I would appreciate if you came to them because it's a lot more fun to have students in there to have discussion, and it's just a little bit more interesting for me. So if you can, please try and make the live sessions. I know some of you have classes, you have things going on, but you can always go back. I've set up a YouTube channel for all of our previous Zooms, all my tutorials. I basically record everything in case you ever need to take a look at it again. But these are our live session hours from 1 to 1:30. Now, like I know, for example, on Wednesdays, Upper Marion, their live schedule is usually on Wednesday. So, they pop in on Wednesday to take a look. You can be a first-year student, you can be a second or a senior, and jump into any of these sessions. A lot of what I do in the beginning, though, is I cover a lot of these live sessions for first-year students to just, get them used to being in this program. So if you take a look, you can see, here's our hours, and we have office hours Monday through Thursday from 1:45 to 2:30. So if you have a question, comment, concern, it doesn't matter. You can pop in during office hours and let us know what you need. Now, Fridays, we do appointment only. Fridays is our catch-up day to do grades and assignments and things like that. So if you do need help, just shoot us an email and we can set up a live session to discuss with you. Now, the easy part about this is if you take a look here, like I give you this link to click on, well, you can't click on it, right? You can't join it. So if you go up to here to select text, now you can actually click and get all the information for the office hours, okay? And then you can see this is the office hours, and then this is for the live sessions. Now the live sessions, the link is actually active. You just click, it'll take you right into Zoom. And then here's our contact information, okay? So that is sometimes updated from time to time, but that's okay. We will definitely let you know when we do make changes to it. So let's go back again. There's our office hours Zoom link, like I mentioned before. I'll take you right to it. This is orientation. This is for everyone. You'll see the folders are colored. It's more for us than anything to keep things organized. But you'll see these little icons. The blue puzzle pieces are assignments, and the little chains are links, like links to websites. You'll actually see our videos are posted when you hover. You can see the extensions, but this is our orientation video. Everybody watches it, and then after that, there's a questionnaire for you to be graded on. It's just a couple questions. Then we do a quiz on what's called netiquette. It's internet ethics, like, doing the right thing while you're online, and then a quiz that goes with it. Now, this is super duper important. If you go under daily discussions, okay, you will see that every single day we do a post. It's just a question, not more than a couple sentences to a paragraph, but this is how we do your attendance when you're working virtually. So if you're not answering these daily topics, you're getting marked absent, okay? We do the grade every Friday. Now, some students wait till Friday to do all 5 days worth of posts. I recommend you don't do that because you never know, you might end up being busy on a Friday. Now you have to answer 5 posts. But if you can do them daily, please do that. I would recommend every student just pop in here every day just to see what's going on. Yes, I do send emails like pretty much every day. I use the Remind app. I try to do as many ways to contact you as possible. But please try and get into that rhythm where you just get up and you check Schoology and see what's going on. But please make sure you're answering these discussion posts, okay? Now, the next thing you'll see is we are working in the first marking period. So as we move on, you'll see a second marking period and a third marking period. But this is where the projects live. Now, I've really gone out of my way to be overly descriptive on these folders, but all of our brand new students, if you've never been in this program before, you are a level 1 first year student. So you would click and open this folder and you'll actually see we work in 2-week sections in this program, okay? And what is a 2-week section? We give you a big project to do, and we start on a Monday and it's due the following Friday. So with every section, you have that big project. We'll give you an exploratory assignment, like a photography assignment to do a collage. We will give you also quiz, vocabulary, and lectures that are all contained within that particular section. And then after 2 weeks, we move on and then we do section 2. So you'll see here, section 1 is the first project is a career path presentation. So if you were to click on this, you'll actually see all of my instructions on what you need to do, the links, okay, lectures, resources, and then where you can actually submit your assignment. So if you click on lectures and resources, you'll actually see it'll take you to our classroom website. I use Schoology as like a springboard or a jumping off point. I give you all the, kind of important information and what needs to be done and when it's due. And then this takes you to our class website where you can actually look at all the lectures, okay, and watch all the videos that are related to it. And then you can actually go and see what the project is, okay, and what needs to be done. And it's usually broken down into days and what you're responsible for and where it needs to be submitted to. So then when you're done, you submit your assignment. Now I'll cover in another tutorial video on how to actually submit a document, a photo, a Google Drive document also. But for now, I'm just trying to show you how all these folders are structured. So now you can go back and hit level 1. And as you can see, now I have students working on a portfolio site. So that's how it's structured. You go in, you see what's in the folder, what needs to be done. It takes you to the classroom website. You look at all the lectures and tutorials, and then you come back when you're done your project and submit to Schoology, okay? So we'll go back to marking period 1. Here's the level 2 students. So if this is your returning year, you were here last year, you go in here. So I have students working on blog pages. I ask them to send me links to their websites. Every student in our program is going to have their own portfolio site built in the Wix platform, which is basically the best way for you to be able to present your work to people. So you'll see those projects are going on right now. So I can go back up to here and go to sections. And then here we go again. Here's all the different folders where we're back. And like I said, the upcoming events and stuff. Now, exploratories. Exploratories are for all students. And the exploratories are the things you can do at home. As of now, it's just been photography work because you can, almost everyone in the program has a smartphone and can take pictures, make a collage, and then submit me the images. Okay? So once again, you would click on here, your photo collage that you're working on, and it's just a quick blurb. There is not a link to the classroom website. It's just a very simple assignment for you to do. So you'll go take your pictures, get them off your phone, and then submit the assignment. Okay, so we'll go back one more time. Now, from time to time, we actually make other folders. Now, some students are in what we call a hybrid model right now where they come in 1 day a week or 2 days a week, and they're returning students. So we have an in-class folder. This is just for students that are working in the class during the day, and we need them to submit things. So if there's folders on here that you've never seen before or I have not explained, doesn't hurt to ask. Just let me know, and I'll be happy to answer that for you. But this is pretty much the whole layout as it is shown. So hopefully now you'll be able to log in and see our environment and actually get in there and start doing the project so we can grade you for them. So don't forget, you have any other questions, please let us know. Good luck and have a good day.